as a database to generate your certificate later. All right, so thank you everyone.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can you listen to me? Can you hear me? Everybody?
Yes. Yes.
All right, ready. Okay, thank you. Sorry for the delay. I've traveled back to my home, to my house, because there is a problem with the internet uh, in the office. Okay, so how many of you? Dah berapa ramai? How many of you?
141 currently, but it's 139 lah minus you and Nurul. So it should be 200 plus because I've sent the invitation to 200 plus. Maybe progressively they will enter the meeting room.
Right, okay, okay then. So shall we start, Dr. Mas? Yeah?
Yes, please.
All right, great. Okay, thank you. Dr. Mas, I need to share my screen first. Share entire screen. Share. Okay, can you see my desktop, my screen?
Yes. Yes.
This is formatting workshop, right? Okay. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you. Sorry for the delay, right? So I managed to travel back to my house within 8 minutes, not far away from the IPSIS, from the UITM. Okay, so today we're going to have this thesis formatting workshop, right? And we will start, right away from now. And there will be actually two sessions. The first session will be on the introductions. It's going to be some justification why we need to do to have this workshop, isn't it? And then look into the history of the template and so on. So that's going to be from now. Probably it will take about 45 minutes to cover that, and then we're going to start on the hands-on. All right. So for the hands-on, I hope everybody has downloaded all the files. Okay. I have shared with you the files that we're going to use this morning. Today. Let me show you. First, we look into the program schedule. So we're going to start now, and then we're going to finish the first part, module 1, which is introduction by 10:15. Okay, and then we're going to start with the set PC formatting, which will be the hands-on. Okay, and then we're going to proceed with the understand what is the style, what is the template .dotx. Okay, what is the difference between your current file, your current template with the customer style that we have for IPSIS, right? And then module number 3 will be the format the body thesis. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to format or write the thesis properly so that you can control everything, okay, in the thesis, the numbering, the chapter numbering, the figure numbering, everything, and then you can update everything in the blink of the eyes. Okay, just in the blink of the eyes, everything will be changed automatically. And I'm going to show you about how to format a thesis. We start with the chapter by chapter, and then how we're going to integrate that, how going to combine all these chapters into one file, which is the thesis or proposal that you want to send to your to the for Viva for defense. All right. So I believe and I hope that everybody have two devices. Uh, the first one will be the laptop or PC that we're going to use for the hands-on. So it's going to be step by step. So you must have one dedicated laptop for the hands-on, and the other one could be second monitor if you have a second monitor, right? For the Zoom, for this, so that you can look at step by step all my screen. So you can see step by step the procedures, and then you can do it on the other laptop. Okay, or probably you can use a iPad, right? Another device for Zoom, right? And let's right. Okay, so this is the folder that I've shared with you. So in there, can you see? Can you? I hope you can see that. This should take a while. So let's say X. Okay, so this is the file that I've shared with you. The template. This is the template. Some of you probably you don't see this .dot, the extension. You just see the names of the file, isn't it? Okay, so when we do the PC setting, this is crucial. We need to identify the extension of the Word file that we're going to use. Okay, so this is the template. So the template is always come with DOTX and the rest of the PDF. Okay, so slide, I'm going to double click the slide. This is a slide, PC Word setting, and then simulation file that we're going to use for the thesis formatting in the hands-on, and some supporting documents, right? Some notes, some flashcard for you. Right, so we start with I'm going to activate the slide first. Okay. All right, so let's start with this. Okay, thesis formatting workshop, Microsoft Word template.dotx. So I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Mohammad Nawawi Seroji. Uh, uh, I'm the associate professor for the School of Electrical Engineering under the College of Engineering. And I've been working for UITM since 2001, so it's going to be 23 years now. And I was with the IPSIS from 2012 until 2017. 2017, and before I leave IPSIS, we have this formatting or the template. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, we have this template, and UITM is the first one to have the template, and then there is a more university that now the team. We have a formatting team which is known as MZJ, and we're going to use the technique. The name of the technique is MZJ formatting method. So the team has developed many template for the universities. And the last one, the recent one is the AAU, the Asian E-University. And so everybody has the template. And Alhamdulillah, we are the first one to have this template.dotx. Okay, so again, I'm going to congratulate all of you for pursuing your masters, your PhD, for whatever reason. Some of you may want to cross discipline, right? So you have been in the job for many time, for many years, and then you're going to switch to another discipline, for example, right? From engineering to management, right? So that's why you take the master's PhD, so that you can cross the discipline. And some of you probably because of the promotion, right? Yeah, you're going to be promoted. So that's why drive you to to get a higher degree, master's and PhD. And some of you may have this self-actualization. eh? Some of you probably towards the ends of your career, probably your 50s, 50 plus. There is a group that they do the PhD because of they want to have just a self-actualization to fulfill their desire, and some of you may want to go in deep into one particular area because of the research. You want to go in deep into, so you go to masters and PhD. Okay, so for whatever reason, I must congratulate you. Inshallah, by 2-3 years, you're going to be at the end of the tunnel, and you will graduate, inshallah. But before that, you have to write a lot, isn't it? And the final submission to your the IPSIS before you can get the Senate is you need to have a proper formatted thesis, okay, to be sent to, to be checked, and it has to meet the template that is prepared by the IPSIS. And this is actually because of the requirement by the MQA. MQA, Malaysian Qualification Agency, they state that every university must have its own formatting, or its own, what we call it, the thesis formatting, okay, so that it can be standardized. So every student, every postgraduate has the same formatting, the same size, the same font, the same margin and everything. Okay, so this is part of the MQA requirement for the program, right? And I did give you the survey one. Can you complete the survey one? For those who have yet to complete that survey one, can you do it now? Yeah, I'll give you about 2-3 minutes, please. You can either scan the QR code, or you can copy that link and complete the survey. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes for that. Survey one. And by the way, while we're doing the hands-on later on, if you're stuck or you miss some step, please just through the you can message, or you can just interrupt me. Yeah, I hope you can do that. Just simply interrupt me, and then I'm going to be able to assist you. Yeah, assist you on that. Doctor, the sound not clear enough, is it? Is it okay now?
I can hear you clearly, Doctor.
Okay, all right, okay, good. Thank you.
The QR again, please, Doctor. I didn't get it just now.
Oh, I thought you.
Sorry.
All right. There you are. It is on the slide, eh? You can open the slide and then. Okay, we have 82 responses. Okay, another 20 seconds. Wait. Okay, 2 minutes. All right, so I'm going to share with you the results. Okay, the response from you. So about 100 plus has responded. And the first question is, are you aware that the file extension for Microsoft Word template, .dotx or DOTM? So it's about 60-40, yeah? 60% has known what is the DOTX or DOTM, great. 40%, probably because I just mentioned the real template is DOTX or DOTM, okay? So 40%, okay, good. And then let's move to the next. Do you know the difference between opening a Microsoft Word template? So if you have this DOTX file, there is there is a different function by, because usually when we're going to open a document, you just double click, isn't it? Double click, and then you open it as a normal DOCX, which is the words file. And you have the text, everything you're going to write from that file. The other method is, if you have a template file, if you right click and then you actually open the real template. Okay, so this is different between opening a template file by using these two techniques. One is double click, the other one is right click. If you double click, it will open a new document, but the template behind it is actually the customized template that you used just now. Okay, but if you want to modify the template, you need to right click and open the file. Okay? There is two different things. Okay, so I'm going to again explain to you what is a template file, okay, and so on. Right. So next is, do you utilize existing styles in Microsoft Word? I know when you open the words, normally you have this style, isn't it? Okay, you have all these styles on top of here, and sometimes so you use a heading one, yes, great. Some of you have used it, so 44%, 55%, about 60% has used these styles, but sometimes we don't use it properly. Eh? We don't use properly. Sometimes we use the styles, sometimes you don't. You just use a normal style. So in this technique, we're going to fully utilize the styles, and so that we don't, we no longer have to, you need to highlight and you change the font, you change the size. You're not going to do that again after this formatting. And next is that, do you know how to modify the style? Look at that. 67% don't know how to modify the style. We just use whatever style that come from the words, isn't it? And then you change. Sometimes you change, automatically change, accidentally change. You don't know, you don't aware of that. Okay, so say about 70% doesn't use it. Do you know the difference between page break and section break? I think normally when you want to move everything from one point to the other page, you just simply you use a page break. Sometimes you use a section break. There are two different functions of using page break and section break. Okay, so again, I'm going to share with you later on. Do you know the function of pressing Shift Enter? There is a different thing, a different function of uh, enter. Both you can hit enter button, and then your cursor or your cursor will go to the next paragraph, isn't it? And if you use shift enter, it will do the same function, but actually words recognizes a different function. Your eyes sees the same output outcome, but the words is going to look at different function of shift enter. Enter or shift enter. The two and shift enter, there's a two different function. Do you use insert caption? Some of you may have used that, about 50%, 54% has used, and 45% never used insert caption. This is more related to figure numbering, right? Table numbering, equation, and then the chapter number. So this is where you want to use the insert caption so that the words will control all the numbering in your thesis. So it allows, it avoid, it prevent you, it prevent you from doing the manual correction to your figure numbering and so on and so forth. So we must use, so in this technique, we're going to use insert caption. And next is, do you know the function of navigation pane? Yes and no. So navigation pane actually shows the structure of your thesis. Once you use the styles, you have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, that actually will give you a structure of your thesis. It's just like a TOC. Navigation pane will show you the table of content of your thesis, and you can see it on your document, right? So we're going to use that again as well, navigation pane. And do you know that ITSIS has a thesis guideline available? So I think everybody is aware that we are aware of the 84%, 90%. You know, there's a thesis guideline available, and we're going to come up with the latest version 2024, and that has actually will be using the latest version of template. So today we're going to use the latest version of the template, template version 8. We already had the version 8, so we're going to use that today. Do you know that IFSIS has a thesis template? Again, 80% no. So I hope we can use it properly after this workshop. Before this, probably some of you may have tried to use that, but some of you may not use it properly. Okay. So after this formatting workshop, inshallah, you can 100% use the template, utilize the template to help your writing. Have you ever attended? 80%. So some of you may have attended before. Okay. So no worries. Inshallah, I'm going to share with you whatever I know about about the technique. Okay. So next, there is another survey, just a quick survey, again, 2 minutes. Share 2 common technical problems. So I just want you to share with others what is the technical problems while using the Microsoft Word when you want to write your literature review, your proposal, your thesis. Probably some of you may have towards the ends of your research, your PhD. Probably you have already have a thesis. So can you share with me and share with others what is the 2 common technical problems while you're writing your proposal, your thesis, and so on and so forth? You can either use the QR code, or you can again look at the link. Click that link. Okay, please. We have 150 participants now. Great. Okay, doctor, can I have the recording? Inshallah, IPSIS will share with you, right? Doctor, can I know? Inshallah, IPSIS will share with you the video recording session. But please, I want you to do it yourself, hands-on. Please have the laptop in front and you do it straight away so that you can have a taste. Of course, you need to train to use it again and again and again. It's not, probably the first time you try this workshop, you have missed a few steps, but inshallah, when you look back at the video, and then I'm going to share with you one book, okay, prepared by the MZJ, the founder of this technique. You can buy it about 45 ringgit, and that again will show you the step by step again. Okay, so please do the survey too. Okay, great, thank you. Some of you may have completed that. Completed survey 2. Unable to open survey 2. Probably you need to check the link. It is a case sensitive. It's a case sensitive. Or you can QR code. Suhaida. You can scan the code or use this. Or you can go to menti.com and you just enter this code 5377822. That also can be done. Okay, you can use this code. Go to that menti.com, or you can use the link, or you can scan. Okay, so another minute. Okay, great. Doctor, is there any format thesis for Mac letter? I don't have this info yet. Probably Dr. Mas will. I will discuss with Dr. Mas. Probably they're going to have one, because we have previously we have one session for Mac, for Mac. Because it's not, I mean, it cannot be done simultaneously between Microsoft Word, Microsoft Windows and Mac. It cannot be done at the same time. And of course, while using this Zoom, again, we cannot combine that together. I did one session, but it's a physical face-to-face workshop. Yes, we can. It can be done, but through the online, I'm not sure it can be effective, very effective for the. So inshallah, Nolita, we try to discuss with IPSIS so that we can have a session for Mac, right? Okay, I need to go to and share with you the 2 keywords. Let's have a look. The most keywords that typed by yourself. Oh, okay. So this is a cloud. The results from your input, from your response. Table formatting. Those are actually the one that have most responded from you, from all of you. You're about 150 plus. So table formatting, yes. You have a problem of table numbering, and the page break, okay, numbering. So table and figure format, copy paste figure, citation. Okay, I'm going. So for this workshop, I'm going to share with you how to use the Mendeley. Quickly on the Mendeley, because some of you may have used the EndNote, Zotero, but I found out that Mendeley is the most easiest, the easiest way to use this citation. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the Mendeley, how to use that in the formatting. All right, so it looks like the formatting, the word formatting came out on top of all of you. And then we have also compile, to compile everything, isn't it? Alignment, when you have the margin and sometimes you want to indent. So you have to do it manually again and again and again. We talk about 100 pages, 200 pages. It's not simply 6 pages technical paper. It's not about 10 pages, but we talk about 200 pages. Okay, so you have a table and figure format. Yes. Uh, References, page number. The page number also need to be updated. Formatting issues, spacing. So this is the response from you. So mostly talk about the formatting. Yeah, the major point is of formatting. Yes, actually, when you have this problem, it affects your writing. There's a hiccup. Uh, but if you use the technique properly, you don't have to worry at all on the figure numbering. So it let more time. You have a more time to focus on the content of your thesis rather than this. You highlight and then you change the font and then you write your figure numbering, and then when you do the refer to figure 1.1, and then suddenly it changed to 1.7. You have to find. You need to Google. You need to search. Isn't it? Search the number, and then you have to replace one by one. Those are actually the problems. Okay, thank you for your response. I got about 161, about 80 of you have responded. Thank you. Okay, so that is very much what the problem is. So next, I'm going to talk a bit on GOT, graduate on time, because this is where we start to look into the formatting, this technique. GOT, graduate on time, back in 2016. So every student, every higher education institution, the universities has this KPI, key performance index, given by the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Education, higher education. So they put everybody has this percentage that we need to meet. Okay, and that GOT come under financial sustainability. So if I can zoom, it is under financial sustainability. Why? It's not fall under talent excellence, doesn't fall under holistic entrepreneur and business graduate, but it falls under financial sustainability. This is because until now we still have this what we call it, the subsidy. eh? So each postgraduate student, there is a 20,000 ringgit subsidy from the government each year. Okay, so you must understand that there is a subsidy 20,000. This has been mentioned by the uh, by the uh, by the higher authority, higher management in the higher education minister. Okay, so they put this actually under GOT because of that subsidy. So we don't want students to delay to uh, to what we call it, graduate. They have to be graduate on time, 4 years. PhD, the definition is 4 years, and for masters is 2 years. Because if you exceed that numbers, you are actually the government has to invest a lot, for those who are delaying the research and the study to be graduated. So that is why it parks under GOT. And so for UITM back in 2016, we are given 39%, 59%. The KPI actually is 59%, and for PhD is 70%. Must graduate on time, but we only achieve 5.3% and 39% for masters. This is very much because of the research students. We don't have a problem with the coursework, but when it comes into the research, only 2.8% has GOT. So when we have that, therefore, we need to look back at the process and procedures, anything that can help the students. So we go further and we look into the data that we have. And for PhD, mostly completed the program PhD by 5 to 5.5 years. For master, 3.5 years. So that's actually go beyond the GOT. So when we look into the process and procedures, it allows, for example, during that time, 2016, we imposed the compulsory for the students to be compulsory to submit. You must submit papers, isn't it, before you can graduate. Before you can graduate. That is because not to what we call it, to make your life difficult, but actually it assists you when you have your paper submitted, which is actually come out from your research. That actually helps you in preparing the thesis, isn't it? And when you write properly, so everything in your technical paper or in journal, in the proceedings, in the conference, so you actually write in the proper sentences, which is already up high standard of conference, isn't it? So you actually preparing the thesis rather than you wait until the end, until you complete all the analysis, your research works, and then you start to write your thesis, isn't it? So that's why we impose by second year you need to submit one paper. Before you graduate, you must submit two papers. And so that actually want to help you to finish it. And this is actually what can take most time. This from Prof. Dr. Naomi. She mentioned that why it is not GOT, because it's time to formulate problem. Okay, you take time to formulate problem. Yes, it's understandable, and it is understood. If you cross discipline from management to engineering, from engineering to management, it takes time to formulate problems, isn't it? Eh? And then inadequate problem background, again, you probably go. I mean, in the case of this new discipline, or probably before this you just you never use the you never do the hardware, for example, you just use a simulation, uh, theory, simulation, okay, but then in your PhD you need to do the hardware, for example. So inadequate background, lack of research skills as well, problems in data equipment, too many distraction. This is undeniable for Malaysian. I mean, for the local, we have a lot of we call it birthday party, isn't it? We have Raya to celebrate, a lot of chuti, holidays. There's too many distraction, and finally, she put these problems in writing. The problems in writing can be the contents, and the other one is the technical problems and in writing because of that figure numbering, etc., etc. Okay, so what at the most of the time, and then the Naomi also in helping students to prepare for GOT Masters PhD, we must the institution, the university must help the Masters and PhD in analysis and writing. So that's why IPSIS, come up with the data analysis workshop, you know, for this one, and we have this formatting workshop. eh, all I believe still free, isn't it? It is available for free. If you go outside, you need to pay some amount of money, but for IPSIS, they give it free. I'm not sure they charge the what you call it commitment fee 10 ringgit, 50 ringgit. I'm not sure about that. Okay, but again, the institution, the university must help in analysis and writing, and then you can read again the rest. Coach for mastery, planning for GOT, coach for deep and critical, help industry prepare researcher mindset, and set up supporting research environment. Okay, so that is to help you to graduate on time. Okay, so is this true? Writing a thesis? So of course, the big chunk here, the big portion here, actually, because of thinking about writing a thesis, thinking, analysis, that is under this word. It's understood, isn't it? You take a lot of how to think about thinking about writing a thesis. But when it comes to writing your thesis, you actually write your thesis that portion only, very small portion. This is time taken for you to write your thesis, and there is more on fiddling with word, trying to get insignificant formatting details to look nice. isn't it? Because of the indents, because of the font size, and then because of the figure numbering, the caption. Okay, so you doing the fiddling a lot compared to the actually writing your thesis. So if you can get rid of this, if you can get rid of this by using the technique, MZG formatting technique, or if not get rid, probably the portion become less. Probably the pie just reduce that, minimize that, so you can have more time to look into your writing your thesis, isn't it? Okay, so if you can get rid of that, then there will be more time to focus on writing your thesis, inshallah. Right? Okay, so next, what is a large document? Large documents such as thesis, report, dissertation, book, chapters in book, journal, and examination papers. This is known as large document because of what? Because you have more than one page and one that styles of formatting. That already give you the large document. What is a large document? Okay, more than one page and more than one formatting. Okay, so let's look at the problem. So the problem in writing is actually when dealing with a large document, it's troublesome. So large document, thesis, article, proceeding, books, and report. This is known as the large document. So why it is a problem? One, because of many chapters, many authors. In case of a thesis, it's many chapters. Right? I mean the standard one probably chapter 1, chapter 2 for literature review, chapter 1 introduction, chapter 2 literature review, chapter 3 research methodologies, chapter 4 is the findings, results, and finally chapter 5 will be the conclusion. At least you have 5 chapters, isn't it? So too many chapters for your thesis. But when you talk about reports, when you in the working environment, okay, in the company, in any, you sometimes when you want to prepare the report, for example, yearly report of a company, it can be the financial report. One group, isn't it? One group will look into the financial report. One group will be looking into the human resource, okay, on the technical. So there are many groups to prepare for your yearly report for the company. So each can have a different formatting, isn't it? So when you want to merge all that together, there will be a big problem. It will take about 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you have to do the manual numbering of each of these, chapters before you combine them together, isn't it? So that is a problems of Microsoft Word. And of course, when we talk about the cross-referencing and citation, we not only have figures, we have the tables, those in that deals with the equation. You, for example, you want to derive the new equation for new formula, for example. Of course, you have to numbering. You have to do the numbering for each equation. One equation that you add will change the whole equation numbering, isn't it? And not only the caption, insert the caption, equation 1.1, 1.2, you also need to change the in-text numbering, isn't it? For example, you say that substitute equation 1.1 to equation 1.2, isn't it? So that also change, not only the equation numbering, but the cross-referencing as well, isn't it? Refer to figure 1.1. Now change to figure 1.3, for example. So you cannot do it in the manual way anymore. So that can be done if you do this technique. Probably it can be done in the split seconds. In the blink of the eyes, everything will be changed automatically. The numbering, so you don't have to be you don't have to worry on search and then replace, isn't it? Replace, find and replace, they call it. Find, Control F, and then you want to replace all the numbering, 1.1, 1.2, 1.2. Okay, so So it's, of course, it's a headache. Cross-referencing and citation. So again, citation, I'm going to use a Mendeley to show you. I believe all, some of you may have used that Mendeley. So I'm going to share with you again. There's a Mendeley. And then we have then corrections and amendments. Remember? Okay. You have many stages in your PhD masters, isn't it, by research. You have the first one before you register. You have this, we call it proposal, isn't it? The first proposal. And then you want to do the correction before you meet your potential supervisors. That is one stage. And then when you are accepted as a student, you have to prepare for your proposal, isn't it? Defend your research for DRP, defend of research proposal. So again, you need to do some corrections and amendments to your proposal. If you have two supervisors, both will give you different, correction, different thoughts to you, a different idea, for example. So you have to change again and again, do the correction, to the amendment, and that includes repositioning of figures, renumbering of equations, isn't it? When you do the correction, of course, you need to repositioning of figures, you need to do renumbering all again and again. How about attendance? The attendance will be given to you at the end of the workshop, right? Okay, Siti Farani. At the end, I'm going to share with you the link to the survey as well as the attendance. Okay, so come back with the presentation. Correction amendment, and then generating TOC, table of contents. Once you complete your thesis, you need to generate the TOC, table of contents. So those who did not use the formatting technique at all, you must write that, or you must type that manually, isn't it? Generating chapter 1, section 1.1, what numbers, page number is that? And then you write the section 1.2, and then you have a chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. You have to list that, as well as the section, subheading, okay, page numbering, and suddenly you need to do the correction, isn't it? So one sentence or one word, even one word can change the whole page numbering. So you have to go back to TOC and change the page number again and again. That not only end there, you need to list of figures. You need to do the list of figures as well. So if you have 20 figures, that figures must have this page numbering, isn't it? So can you think that, can you just imagine, uh, you have only 4 years, you have only 2 years, and then you have to do it again and again. That's why it sometimes may demotivate you to do the writing. So once you have this technique, inshallah, you don't have to worry at all. On the TOC, on the list of figures, list of tables, you don't have to worry at all. You just focus on the contents, the analysis, the writing of your thesis. Okay. And finally, why we do this? Because as I mentioned earlier, we have MQA. Okay, so MQA state that we must have the proper thesis guideline. It state that clearly state that every university must have this standard of thesis guideline. Okay, because when they do the audit, when MQA come to the IPSIS to do the audit, it will compare take a samples, probably 10 theses, and then you compare the formatting. And that happens to us before, because of different formatting as well. So they argue, so there's an issue in that. Okay, so that's why we have that. Okay, right. So next, okay, the learning outcomes of the workshop. At the end of the workshop, participants are able to use advanced features and techniques in Microsoft Word for thesis writing, and which known as MZJFM. So the technique is known as MZJ. This MZJ, actually, Mohammad is the name. Mohammad Zuli Jafar. This is our doctorate PhD lecturer in Malacca, okay, in Malacca. So he brought back this technique from the UK university, and then since 2011, and we start to have this proper official copyright, etc., etc., by 2017, while I was in the IPSIS. Okay, and then format thesis using template.docx. Once you know how to use the advanced features and techniques in Microsoft Word, then you can format your thesis using the template.docx with customized style. Okay, uh, because I mentioned about template.docx. So listen this. Okay, the default template by Word is known as normal dot dotm. Normal dot dotm. This is the default template by Word, Microsoft Word. So each time you open a blank document, the template that is based on is actually normal.dotm. Okay, the special about this template, if you delete the file normal.dotm, okay, if you delete that, you can find it normal delete. The next time you open a blank document, Word will generate a new template normal.dotm. Okay, so this is a special protected template by Microsoft Word. Okay, so therefore, when we say that we have a template, that is a customized style. And so for IPSIS, we have this UITM thesis template version, whatever version is, .dotx. .dotx is a slightly lower level of from the DOTM. DOTM, when you start to use the macro, advanced function in your words, M because of the macro function that it's used. But for the basic template, it is known as DO, or the extension is DOTX. DOTX. And UITM, for example. So this is the template. So what is the template? It actually comes with the customized style. Remember the style? I can quickly show you. Okay, this is a style. Great, the style. So for normal.dotm, it has already we call it the customized style for it. If I trigger the show preview, okay, I also show look at the actual appearance of your style of your font. Okay? So if I deactivate this, I just see the name of the styles. But if I tick the show preview, I can see the font size, the coloring of the font, the type of the font as well. Look at that. This is italic. This is bold. You can see clearly by using this show preview. Okay. So when we do the hands-on, I'm going to show you how to. Okay. So the customer style for UITM, it came with its own defined font size, font type, and that actually based on the guideline. Okay. Remember, we have the guideline, thesis guideline. Okay, so if we follow the thesis guideline, saying that probably they use the Times News Roman. So we need to follow that for this time. Okay, so format thesis using UITM.UITX later on with customer style, and finally produce thesis based on the guideline provided by Institute of Postgraduate Studies IPSIS. So finally, after you complete this one-day workshop, inshallah, you'll be able to. We hope that you'll be able to produce the thesis or your proposal. DOCX cannot. DOCX is normal file. docx is a normal file that there is another template behind it. docx is the normal Word file. Okay, right? So we need, when we do the template, we save it as a dotx, the first level. The second level will be dotm. So for now, we only look at the dotx. Okay, G is young. Right. So let's proceed. Okay, so this is a copyright, a letter from the government. Okay, my IPO. So we received the copyrighted 2017. Okay? 2017. 2017. Again, patented, copyrighted. Next. Okay, so remember we only cover one day, isn't it? So for one day, just only how to use. Okay? We understand what is the style, then we know how to use the format. But if you extend, I think IPSIS will not do that. Okay, this is actually to develop the template. Once you know how to use it, the next day, if you have a 2-day session, the next day is how to develop the template so that you can have a template for your report, for your company report, or you have a template for your own book, novel, book. Okay, so you can create your own template. That only be covered in day 2 if you have a full 2 days workshop. But for now, we only have this day 1. Okay, so the target is to produce full thesis in PDF. I'm going to show you properly how you can convert everything into PDF. The PDF before you send to others. Do not send the Word document, the actual Word document. So you have to, think a bit the security, the what we call it, the you cannot simply pass your words. That is your, I mean, you put a lot of words, a lot of energy to write your thesis, isn't it? And suddenly you pass to somebody else with a words document, so it's not good, actually. You have to be think twice on that, right? Unless you want to submit for the thesis for your graduation. Your ITM thesis guideline. So this is where the guideline and the word template is. You can download it from the IPSIS. So now it's no more Institute of Graduate Studies. It is Institute of Postgraduate Studies, IPSIS. Okay, so you can go there and then download from this link. Okay, next. Ideas from University of Bristol, okay, since 2011. So Dr. Zuli brought back this technique since 2011, and it consists of template DOTX, and this is the normal DOCX. Okay? So this DOCX actually, the template behind it is no longer normal.dotm. It is controlled by the customized template.dotx. So we replace the normal.dotm with the template.dotx, the customized template. Okay, so this is back in 2017, our first workshop. Okay, first workshop, 2017. This is where I first attend the workshop back in 2017. Back in July 2017, we have this workshop, first workshop. The participant institutions. Actually, there's many more. And this is not the recent one. For the recent one, we have many more template developed for the universities. The last one is AEU, Asian E University. Okay, so this is the idea. So you're going to write your thesis chapter by chapter, and then you're going to merge into one thesis. After you complete first draft, okay, so when you start to write your thesis, do it chapter by chapter. Why it is recommended to use the chapter by chapter? Because you must understand, when you deal with one file, which means you combine all together, you write everything in one file, there is a problem when we try to save, sometimes because of the large document, it's stuck, isn't it? The word doesn't, cannot save your words because of the heavy or large document. You have chapter 1 until chapter 5. Then you have page, you have figure, many figures. So sometimes when you try to save, it's stuck. Isn't it? And therefore, your work probably can go like that, just cannot be saved. So everything that you write for that session gone, just like that, isn't it? So, but if you split that chapter by chapter, so the file become lighter, isn't it? Lighter. When you do save, doesn't a problem with that. You don't have a problem of saving the file. So it is recommended that you use chapter by only for first draft. Okay, for first draft, you separate chapter by chapter, and then you combine that to get one draft, and then you can start from that for the second draft. Okay, once you have the merge thesis, okay, once you have the merge thesis, and then you don't face any problem while you're saving, so start from there. You do the you treat them as a one thesis. Okay, so for the start, chapter by chapter, individual chapter, individual file, right? And again, look at that. This is docx, and this is the DOEX. Only one template that control all the styles, all the everything. Chapter 1, chapter 5. So you only have one template. You cannot have two templates at one time. It has to be one template. So this is again the same representation of one DOTX for many DOCX. So when you start to use the MZJ, this is the screen example of the you're going to face. So at the center is your thesis. On the left hand side, you're going to see the navigation pane. So once you start to use the proper heading, then it will appear as a TOC, table of contents, on the left hand side here. And this is known as navigation pane. Navigation, which means you can go wherever you want by just a click to that navigation pane. So it actually helps you because normally what we do is you're going to scroll down, isn't it? Scroll, I think 100 pages, 200 pages until you find it. So, but if you use this navigation pane, you can just simply click that section. It will go directly to that particular section at any page instantaneously. So there is a navigation pane. On the right hand side here, once you start to use the technique, you always have this styles pane on your right hand side. On the right hand side here, styles pane. So it lists down. So this is the example of the UITM guideline, UITM template. Look at that, chapter 1, heading 2, heading 3, the rest. Okay, so this is going to be your desktop. Okay, when you start to use the window, this is you're going to have a as a layout, navigation pane, style pane, and then what else? Clear all formatting. Okay, so whenever you want to use apply a style, you must make sure that you clear formatting first. Any paragraph, you clear formatting and then you assign the style. Okay, multi-level list. When you start to modify your template, then you will use the multi-level list. Then paragraph marks activator. So this is good. Okay, the paragraph marks activator, paragraph marker here, because that shows you the symbol of end of the paragraph This is end of the paragraph. Okay, and you can also see the dot. The dot means that there is a space bar in between the words. A space bar. Dot is a space bar. Okay, and inverted P. P normally is there, isn't it? This P is inverted, which is P. So that shows this is the end of the line. The end of the line or the end of the paragraph. Okay. So this is only happen when you shift enter. Okay. Shift enter, you're going to get that. The symbol is simply, if you look at your keyboard, it's similar to your enter symbol. So that is when you use a shift enter. So what it does is shift enter actually will push or will get whatever after that will be into the new sentence, isn't it? The new line, the shift enter. Right? And you can also have enter, simple enter to do that. But it creates the different function. If you use shift enter, so the word introduction will be on the second line. But for words, it only recognizes as one line. So if you use shift enter, that means words will recognize as a chapter 1, still introduction. This is to be used when you do the TOC, remember? Table of content. Chapter 1 and then the caption. So this is where you use the shift enter. But if you use enter, straight away enter here, when you call it for the TOC, table content, what it does is only, what it appears is only chapter 1. There's no introduction. Okay, chapter 1. So if you use shift enter, it will also take that as a one line there. Okay, so that is different between shift enter and enter. Okay, any questions? Can I look at the chat? Understand? Okay, great. Right. Thank you, G. So if you have anything, just write or just raise anything. Okay. How many of you now? About 160. Eh? All right. So let's move on. Mostly kena guna shift enter lah kan. Not mostly, at certain place, at certain position, at certain style, we need to apply the shift enter. Okay. Just like I show you, chapter 1, right? Here you're going to use the chapter 1 shift enter, and the other one is when you use the table. Right? So table, the format is that you have table 1.1, and then no, it's not that. And then your caption should be in the bottom, right? In the bottom the after the table 1.1. So therefore here you need to use the shift enter again, because when you want to do the list of table, it has to be table 1.1, and then you have this cable, isn't it? So that's why you use the shift enter here and shift enter on the chapter. Right? So that's the for UiTM, that's the only two places that you use the shift enter. And so if you use enter here, if you just simply hit the enter button, when you do a list of table, you don't see this cable appear next to your table 1.1. Okay, so that is the major difference. Okay, get it? Okay, noted. Right. Morning, doctor. My thesis Malay. I cannot change the chapter into BAP. Okay, Sanato, we do have this template, Malay template. So, inshallah, IPSIS will upload that template coming soon. That will be soon. So we already have a template on Malay as well as Bahasa Arab, Arab language as well as the Malay. Okay, so don't worry. There will be I will show you how to change that later on. Okay, but otherwise you can use the template which is will be update. Will be shared with you by the IPSIS later on, or you can request straight with IPSIS on the Bahasa Melayu. Okay, noted. Great. Mostly kena. Okay. Module 1. So let's have a look to activate button. We do it later. Some basic of Microsoft Word. So I'm going to go that. Okay. Points, line spacing, before and after. So if I ask you why you always see the font size, okay, is defined by 12 point. You know how what is the actual size or the actual measurement of 12 point font. If I ask you right now, what is the actual measurement for 12 point? How many centimeter? How many inch for that 12 point? Why it doesn't use 2 centimeter point? Font is 2 centimeter. For example, the height is 2 centimeter. For example, it doesn't use that. Word still use 12 point, 6 point, isn't it? 10 point. Why is that? So just go through the basic components. Next, I'm going to go detail one by one. So points, line, indent, what is a paragraph marker, page break, section break, page numbering, navigation pane, text boundaries. Okay, so let's look at one by one. So we start with point. Okay, 4 point. Okay, so Word actually it retain the typewriter setting. I'm not sure whether you still, you have used that, you have a chance, you have experience to use the manual typewriter, the one that you have a handle. When you want to go to the next line, you use that handle, right? You pull that handle, then it goes to another line. Okay, so based on that typewriter setting, the traditional typewriter setting, so in 1 inch, okay, if you measure 1 inch, let's say this is 1 inch, there is 72 points. So this 1 inch, I put it as 1 inch there. Okay, so 1 inch, in that 1 inch, there is a 72 points. You arrange side by side. Okay, there is a dot, 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 72 points in 1 inch. Okay, so if the size of the font is 72 points, the actual measurement is 1 inch. Did you get that? 72 point equals to 1 inch. So if it's a 6 or 12 points, what will be the measurement? What will be the actual measurement? It will be 1 over 6 and 1/6 of inch. Okay, so that is why we use this points, because the Microsoft Word want to retain the traditional setting, traditional typewriter setting. That's why you put as a 12 point and the rest. Okay, so I hope you know that. Probably some of you may have listened before that know that. So this is the first time, probably some of you first time heard about this point. So point is 1 inch, there is a 72 points put together. Okay, right. And then we have this, when you try to do the formatting, when you look into this paragraph setting, there is a before, there is after, alignment, isn't it? Left margin, indentation, right indentation, and you have so line spacing. So before is that if you have the line, one line, particular line. So if you want to have a distance of 12 points between what line to what line, let's say you are working at this line now. Okay, so before is 12 points, so which means So before that, it allows there is another 12 points. Okay, so there is a 12 point before that. So if it's a after, then after that, it should be another 12 point. Okay, so that defines what is before and after. So if you want to have your line here, you have a you want to have a greater space, that so you can increase this after. So line spacing single, which means it will be based on your font size. Yeah? So the line, the 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 distance between line and to line, single depends on the font size, 12 point, 8 point, depends on that. So if you have double, it will be double the point. 1.15, 1.15 of that point. Okay, so there is a few. You can have single spacing, which means your the distance between one line to one line will be 115 to 120% of font size. Let's say you have the font size is 10 point. Okay, the single spacing will give you allowable another 15% here, or 20% extra between line to line. But if you put as exactly, okay, put exactly as 12 point, so you will measure from that point to that point exactly 12 point. Okay? So if you set exactly, if it happens that your font is 24, this is 24 point. So here, this one will be truncated, will be removed. You only see this part of your font. So that is when you use exactly. Exactly. So normally we use a single spacing, double spacing, isn't it? So that define what is a point, line spacing before and after. So next, indent. This is the definition. First line, tabs, okay, and then the hanging. Okay, so actually normally use that special. You want to have a hanging, press. Okay, next is paragraph marker. So if you activate the paragraph marker, you will see this dot, and then at the end of the paragraph, you have this inverted P. So that shows you at the end of the line, the end of the paragraph. So that's why it shows the name is paragraph marker. So we see that this is the end of the paragraph. Next, page and section break, right? So the difference between page break and section break. For page break, it simply push everything under your cursor into the next page. Okay. Example here. If you want to move everything, attention participant to the next page, we just simply go to layout, breaks, and page break, isn't it? So it will push everything to the next page. If I trigger the paragraph marker, I will see this symbol. Okay. Okay. So what it does is that it only just push everything to the next page. Nothing happens. That's the only function. But if you use section break, remember, if you do breaks and section break, that means you separate the two, not only the sentences, everything, but you also can change, for example, the landscape and portrait. When you use a section break, you can also make a difference between, for example, you want to work this as a portrait version, and here you want to rotate it as a landscape. Then you need to use the section break. Okay, so the other example is in terms of numbering. So in this page, you want to have a Roman numbering, I, 2I, 3I, 4I, okay? And suddenly, the next page, you want to have it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, the Arabic, the Western Arabic numbering. We call it a Western, Western Arabic numerals is 1, 2, 3, 4. But if it's an Eastern Arabic numeral, this is a Arabic numbering. Alif, Ba, Wahid, Isnan, Salasa, isn't it? So there's two different. So if you want to change the formatting of the numbering, say from Roman to Arabic numbering, then you must use the section break. That's two different things there. Okay, page section break. Navigation pane, you have seen that before. So when you do the navigation pane, you can clearly see the table of content here. Text boundaries, okay, you can activate that. I don't always use this. Don't use that anyway, text boundaries, because when you use a text boundary, it will show you exactly where is the line, okay, exactly the boundary of your that you can type within your document. It will show you exactly. Okay, so I found it not very helpful. Leave it. And then we have this fill marker. I'm going to show you the setting later on. Okay, so when you do the insert caption, the automatic way of doing the figure numbering, when the numbering of 1.1, for example, figure 1.1, okay, in actual, I mean, but words, with words, there is a coding behind 1.1. It's not simply numbers 1.1, which is different to whatever we type. If we type 1.1, isn't it? But for the words, there is a coding behind it. Okay. So when you want to differentiate between figure 1.1, figure 1.1, the one that you use the words to automate the numbering, there will be a shading behind 1.1. Field shading, that is known as field shading here. So if you want to see that, so that you can differentiate between figure numbering, which is generated by words, and figure numbering, which is probably you type it before. Isn't it? Before this, you already type figure 1.1, and then you use the insert caption to get figure 1.1. So if you want to make a difference, to differentiate between the two, if you choose this as always, you can see the shading behind 1.1. Okay, right. This is more to setting, and then draft pane. So what is a draft pane? If you use the draft pane, you can identify the heading or the styles that applied to your thesis. Okay, for example, you want heading 1. So it will show you a draft pane. Inside the draft pane, it's going to be head 1. And style 1, style 2, style 3. So it shows every paragraph that you use, what kind of style that you use, that you assign for your paragraph there. Okay, so that is the draft pane. Next, style pane, draft pane. So this is style pane I've shown you. This is opening a DOTX file. So for Windows 10, if you double click a DOTX file, for example, your UITM DOTX, if you double click, it will open as a document 1.docx. But behind it, it will be the UITM template, no longer normal.utm. Okay, if you double click the .utx. Okay, but if you want to modify the template, let's say you already know how to use that, you are very familiar, you are an advanced user of the template. Then if you want to modify the template, you must do the right click and open. Then you get the DOTX file. Right? You open it at uitm.docx. So you want to do some adjustment or modification to your template. So here you need to apply right click, open, to change the template. Okay. Next is, okay, for Windows 11, it's not straightforward. When you do the double click, okay, right click, do not use this open. The first time you right click, there is a open there. No, if you choose that open, it open as a normal docx. Okay, so for Windows 11, you have to right click and click show more options. Then you do the open. Do not. So if you want to modify a template, you right click, then you click the show more options, then you click open here. That will be that we should make sure that you open as a docx. Right? It will open as a docx in order for you to change the template. Okay, this is somehow the setting. I'm going to show you again. If you want to look at the what we call it, the extension of your each file, you have to do some PC setting, okay, Windows setting, right? Again, I'm going to show you that later on. Don't worry. So this is where you can refer to. Slide is already shared with you, so you can refer to this if it happens that you forgot anything. Okay, to show file, let's look. Doctor, how to adjust my navigation pane in easy way as not well structured. Once you use the template, then you're going to have the nice navigation pane. For now, probably you have used, but because of this not in proper way, that you don't see a well structured we got navigation pane. Okay, Atia, right? And Salim, extremely sorry for the inconveniences. Why is that? Did you ask anything before? Extremely sorry for the inconveniences. I'm not sure why, Salim. Salim, why you put that statement there? No worries. I'm going to proceed. So to show file extension. Okay. To show file extension. All right. No worries. To show file extension, W7, okay. This is going to be a hands-on. This again, insert caption. So what is this insert caption? So this is what the insert caption. You want to generate the figure numbering, you use this insert caption, so it will appear that. So if you look closely, there is a shading behind it. There is a shading behind 2.2, which means behind the 2.2, there is a coding. You can also display the coding as well. I'm going to show you how to do that. But of course, we don't appreciate it, isn't it? We don't want to know about the coding. We just want to see it as a 2.2, and it is controlled by Windows. Okay, so this is insert caption. Once you have your plate 2.2 controlled by Thesis, then it allows you to use the cross-reference. So when you click the cross-reference, it will list all the insert caption item. So if you want to refer to plate 2.2, just select plate 2.2, for example. So anytime the plate 2.2 change, the plate 2.2 here in the text, sorry for that, in the paragraph will also change automatically wherever it is. Chapter, probably you're not only using chapter 1, probably in chapter 2 there is a plate 2.2 there. You have another one in chapter 6 that also use the plate 2.2. So when you do this technique properly, all that places will be updated instantaneously, automatically, in the blink of the eyes. So that is a good thing about it. We have this. Okay, so all of that you'll be using this developer tab. I'm sure when you look at your words now, there is no developer tab. You only have this all this without the developer tab. eh. So when you start to use this technique, we need to activate that. Activate that. Okay, I think multi-level list. Okay, this multi-level list. If you want to format your heading, you may use this multi-level list on. But if it's just for to use the template, you don't have to worry about the multi-level list. But you must make sure that you know, I mean, to use the clear format every time you want to have to apply the style, you need to clear the formatting first. Each time to do that. When you apply, we want to apply the numbers, the style for that particular sentence or paragraph. Clear the formatting, existing formatting first by using that clear format. Then you apply the new customized style to your paragraph. Why? You want to uh, prevent the customer styles here absorb the formatting of the current, the existing formatting of that particular paragraph. Okay, so to be safe, you have to clear the formatting for your paragraph, then you apply your customer style to avoid that. To avoid that. And finally, we're going to use this function, super function, I call it, quite a lot of times here. I mean, throughout the session, we're going to use this random xy, because by using this random RAND, you need to type equal sign RAND XY. So what it does is it will generate a random number of paragraph. So that determines the number of paragraph that you want to have uh, random sentences created for you, and xy is the number of sentence. So how many paragraph that you want to generate the random sentences, and how many sentences for each paragraph. So it depends. So you're going to write, for example, random in your word RAND 2 3, for example. So it will generate randomly two paragraph, one paragraph, two paragraph. Each paragraph will have three sentences randomly generated. So this is because when you want to start to format your thesis, we're going to use a random XY all the time. Okay, next, MZG formatting method. Microsoft Office 2010, Windows clear formatting, multi-level list. Okay, I think the rest is we can do it together. And again, if you have a problem later on this, I'm going to highlight that again. Extremely important button, word options. So during the setting, I'm going to show you this word option, style option, quick access, preventive steps, backups. So I hope by now you have used the cloud storage and not only depends on your laptop, hard disk, no longer depend on that. Why? When you use a cloud storage, be it Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox, okay, so you actually have this backup files to all your files that you have in your laptop. So if you don't have that, sometimes your laptop may be kaput, may be damaged, and then that's gone. And my doc is missing, my document is missing, then you will struggle a lot to do that, to do again all your writing, all your works, everything. So if you use a cloud storage, you'll be able to at least recover the file. Anything happens. Okay, so it's about 11, 10:45. So we take can we have a 5-minute break? Okay. 5 minute
Okay,
break.
doctor.
Okay. And then we come back, we continue with the hands-on. Hands-on. So make sure that you have the laptop ready for the next session. Okay, take 5 minute break. Okay, so continue, right?
Okay, Doctor.
Okay, thank you. Right, let's close. Okay, everybody is ready? Very good. More.
Yes, ready.
Okay, so let's look at the materials for participants. So from now on, we're going to use, to have a hands-on, right? So I'm going to show you, first is, you have this thesis guideline. Okay? This is the thesis, the first version that the first version that came out is actually 2013, 2013, right? 2013. 2013, that is actually based on 100% on the APA style. Okay, APA style, whereby you have the figure caption, table caption, which is italic, non-italic. Okay, but it's just based on that. On that, on in 2013, we don't know about formatting yet. We don't know about template yet. Okay, but then Dr. Zuli came, and then we have discussed through a series of discussion, and only 2017 that we finalized. We came up with the template. Okay, so then we have this thesis guideline that actually support by the template. Okay, so it complement uh, each other, the thesis guideline and the template. So this is the thesis guideline 2017. Soon we're going to have 2024. Okay. The 2017 edition is also supported by the Microsoft Word template developed by Mohammad Zuli Jafar. We call it supported by Microsoft template is that we look into the guideline again, and we try to remove or we want it to be more word friendly, because MQA doesn't state that you have to follow strictly on one particular style, exactly as a APA style. No, right? But you have to define yourself what it is. So we remove that figure, italic, non-italic. Remember, if you have this APA style, the figure numbering is non-italic, and the caption, its caption should be italic. Okay, so you have to do it again and again and again. Right? So it's actually time consuming. So in 2017 we removed that formatting. We only have a non-italic figure 1.7 1 point, and then we have the caption as well as the and then and the rest as well. So in this thesis guideline, so it consists all the details of font size, how many word counts, flash left, main heading, subheading, everything has been defined. So based on this guideline, then we create the template.dotx. Okay. For example, example heading, subheading, background study. So in the template, for the template, if I double click, let's see now. So this is a DTX. I'm going to double click this. You will open a file. There you are. So look at that. It opened as a document docx. It's not like a normal word file, isn't it? If you double click a normal file, your thesis, for example, whatever the thesis name is, it will appear on top of it, isn't it? This is the file that you open. But now, when we double click the template, it actually opened as a new document, and behind it, there is a template UITM. Okay, so how to check that is by using this developer tab. So don't do anything yet. I'm just going to show you. Later on, we're going to trigger everything. So this is a developer tab. Look at this. So this is a developer. You need to activate that. So I'm going to just to show you that document here is based on the UITM template. Look at that. Document template. And it is based on UITM thesis template v8.ix. Because we double click the okay. Right. So that can only be seen while using the developer tab and document. Wait, how can I see the okay, there's a few questions here. Yes, Prof. Module, okay. Doctor, Faculty of Law applies footnote for references. How do you see the adjustment according to this template? I just follow whatever the there is a I believe there is a footnote in this template. Okay, just wait for that. Right. Okay, let's go through. Let's go through. So another thing is we mentioned about the style pane, isn't it? So the style pane can be activated here. With that. So on the right hand side here, this is the style that customized based on the guideline. This is guideline. So if I click this, it is if I click a University Technology Bujimara, it is signed with a style is AUITM. Then if I click this, if I click somewhere here, it will change to this is title. So all sentences, paragraph actually have its own style. Look at that. See student name. Everything's changed. Okay. So this is a document. If I scroll down again, everything is there. Confirmation by panel of examiners. Okay. You just simply replace with your examiners later on and when you're for the Viva. And an autos declaration. Everything has been typed for you. You just simply choose your name, your dissertation or thesis, okay, and put in your name here. And then you have to. This is abstract. So remove this, and then you copy and paste your abstract into this section. Then you abstract acknowledgement, so you can rewrite the acknowledgement to put in your supervisor's name, your co-supervisor's name, your family thing on the acknowledgement. And then table of contents, look at that. What you going to do afterward is just simply right click, look at that, look at this, right click and update the field. That's the only thing that you need to do. All this numbering will be changed according to your thesis. Okay, so later on, we're going to remove this and replace with your chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. So this becomes the main when you want to merge or you want to put everything into one thesis. All the chapters, files in the chapters will be not copy, but insert into this particular whole thesis.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yes.
My name is Umi.
Yes,
I
Umi.
have a question regarding the style. Is it possible to delete any style? For example, if I want to delete acknowledgement.
Why you want to delete? Oh, for the proposal, isn't it?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Okay. So in that case, you don't have to delete the acknowledgement. What you do is you're going to create another document. Okay, you create another document, and then you add the styles there. You're going to import. Remember the DOTX just now? So use it only import all these styles into your document. You understand that?
Okay.
Okay, so that can be happen, and we're going to if you want to delete, okay, let's say you want to delete and you want to maintain the TOC, isn't it? Table of contents, everything, yeah. So what you do
Yes.
is you click acknowledgement here, Okay. Okay. Click acknowledgement. So now you cannot delete this. Sorry. Oh, can be delete. Acknowledgement can be delete. Can simply delete that, but some of the uh, section cannot be deleted. Okay. Can I delete this? That's right. I can delete that. And what about this declaration? Can remove that as well. But some of
Sir,
the
could you please go up?
go up. Okay.
Yes, here.
Information
If I want to delete the lower part of this page, Professor, Doctor, yes, sir, this one.
cannot do that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay. So to do that, okay. So you just click. Can you see this dean name? Right. Click.
yes, sir.
Right. Dean name. And if you go to developer, click that developer, then you have to play around with this properties. Control. That is under control section. Under developer, you have this control content.
Doctor, sorry, Doctor. How to get the developer tab?
I'm going to show you.
All right.
Okay. Just to show you, this is just to show you the template first, right? And then we go one by one how to deactivate, activate, just to show you. So if you want to remove, you need to go to developer, and there is one section known as control. So in that control, there is a properties here. Look at that. Content cannot be deleted. Okay, so if you activate this, untick this, you can delete whatever you want. So, but make sure that you do it properly. Okay, so that's the hints or the tips if you want to delete anything for the purpose of the proposal, isn't it? So
Yes,
probably
sir.
probably you want to delete everything from the first page, second page here. Okay, so please do so through that developer tab. For example, for now, you
All
cannot
right.
delete this. If I delete university diagram, you won't be able to delete this. So if you want to delete that, again, click UITM, go to developer, and then go to properties, and look at that. Content control cannot be deleted. Content. So if you untick that, you can simply, I'm not going to use show that, okay, but you can untick that, and then you can simply remove this. Everything. So what left is only table of content, isn't it? For your proposal. So you can do that later on. Okay.
So
So
thank you so much.
now we go back to the I'm going to share you what is inside the template first. Okay. So come down, styles. View, navigation pane. So I'm going to go to chapter 1. Okay. Chapter 1. So later on, you're going to remove chapter 1, and you will add your chapter 1 into this document. Okay. Chapter 1. So this become main thesis. This is the main document for your thesis. You just slot in. You just, we call it import. You import your file chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 5 into this document, and then you update table of contents. Okay. You update list of tables, all of that. You update table of content, table of list, and the rest. Okay. So all has its own. If I go back and show you the styles on the right hand side here, for example, I click, my cursor is that research background. So it is assigned with heading 2. If I click here, show it chapter 1, heading 1. If I click on the paragraph, show it that. Okay, so that is our fight. I mean, the objective that at the end of the thesis, at the end of the workshop, this is what you're going to look at. Your chapter, your thesis, and then the styles on the right hand side, the navigation pane on the left hand side, and then you assign all this with your styles. All your thesis here will be there. Okay, yeah. Look at that. This table 1.1. there is a shading inside behind, isn't it? So it is different from if I type manually, I'm going to have this, isn't it? Table 1.1. So this is not controlled by words. But if you use insert caption, then there is in a cross reference, then there is a shading behind it, so you can differentiate between the one that controlled by Windows words and the one that you type manually. Okay, right. So now, okay, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 4. So the good thing, I'm going to show you the general things first. Okay. So the good thing is, let's focus on table 2.1, 2.2. Once you use the technique properly, if I change the position, or I'm going to move chapter 2 to chapter 1, for example, and probably because of the examiner doesn't not satisfied with your thesis, it says that you need to change literature review to the first chapter. What you only do is you highlight this, double click, no, right click, select heading and content. So it will select the whole chapter 2. You just simply bring this to chapter 1. I'm dragging this to chapter 1. Look at that. Automatically, chapter 1 literature review become chapter 1. And still, number is still, you have this table 2.1, 2.2. You can either update the table number by right click each of these table 2.1. You can update field, okay, one by one, or you can do it all together in one click by using the print button. Okay, let's have a look. Now we have table 2.1, isn't it? Because we bring chapter 2 to chapter 1, you reposition the chapter 2 into chapter 1. The numbering of the table doesn't update yet. It's not updated yet. So if you want to do the update, you just simply go to File, go to Print. Wait for a minute. Look at that. All numbering has been changed now. Look at that. Now the numbering has been changed. Look at that. Table 1.1, table 1.2, table 1.1. Everything, anywhere in your thesis. So that is our target today. Okay, you want to have a proper formatting for your thesis by using the template.utx, and that's the target. So you don't have to worry at all on the figure numbering and the cross reference. Look at that, 1.1, 1.2, everything. Okay, right? I hope you understand that. Okay, so now we're going to look on the hands-on. So from starting from now, I want you to have your hands on the laptop. We're going to start the hands-on. Save. Okay. How can I make the navigation for the headlines? Okay, I'm going to show you. If you are using the template, just click Control F button. Okay, can do that as well. Thank you. Okay, so okay. Okay. Now, first, let's activate this. I think most of you doesn't see this DOTX, is it? So how to show that? There is a PC Word setting in your file, in your folder, PC Word setting. So double click that. It shows step by step. I couldn't finish yet. Just a few settings. Okay, to show file extension, DOTX, DOTX. So what you do is you're going to go for control panel. Okay. You go for control panel. Then you go to one. I arrange it sequence by sequence. One, first you go to that. It's window 11. Go to that icon logo. Then you search control panel, and then you go for control panel and look for file explorer option. Okay, file for exploration. and then click view and tick display the full path title bar and untick the height extension for known file type. Okay, can we do it together? So that
Okay.
purpose is to activate this extension, to look at that particular extension. Okay, so now go to this icon, start icon, and then you look for control panel. Okay, see that control panel. Click the control panel and then look for file and folder options. You can search here for folder option. Can you write folder options? Okay, folder options. And you can search for folder option as well. Not the control panel, but when you have this, just type folder option. Click that. Okay. Folder options. Okay. Double click it open and Google Docs. Yes. You need to download everything. That's why I say you have to download everything into your desktop. Do not, I mean, the file that shared with you through, you need to download that first. You cannot simply double click. If you double click, you will open as a document, right? Zama. Tadi siapa tanya tadi? Zama. Download everything to your desktop. Okay. So once you go to change search option, file folder, go to view. Okay, go to view. You must untick. You must tick this display the full path bar in the title. Tick and do not tick hide extension. Do not tick this. Leave it unticked. Then click OK. Okay, can you see now? DOTX, PDF. If you download from Ipsys, is that the same? For now, just please use the one that I've shared with you for DOTX. Okay, use that, and later on we're going to upload this to the Ipsys again. Ipsys website. Okay, for now, we're going to use that. Right. Okay, so I hope everybody has this. So next is, okay, great. Consolidate template. No. Don't think about consolidating everything yet. Or you want to consolidate template. Don't worry about this. If you already use the version 6, just proceed with version 6, or you can import the version 8 into your current thesis if you like, because there's not much changes to your version 8, right? Because you both use both. They're all related.
Sorry, doctor. Can you go back to the which part to untick just now? I missed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They refer to the file as well. All the options. So view, general view search. So click view. Now you go for display. Tick this. Untick this hide extension because we will focus on the extension. So do not hide. So untick that. Tick this. Okay. Right. So let's move. You can refer to the PC settings as well. This word setting. Please refer to this file. Okay. So next is we're going to activate developer tab in your Word. Right? So let's open the window Word. Can you open a Word file? Word, blank document, a blank document. All folder is missing. All the files already disappear. Why is that? Can I spot the link to the magazine? Untitled folder. Why is missing? Do you delete that? Is it someone has deleted this? Okay, I'm going to share again. All right. Zahwa, what do you mean? Can I ask about the link to the magazine? What sort of magazine? And how the article was published? I don't understand what the question is. Prof, all folder material came and done that. Material drive to the trash part of folder is empty. Okay, can you try to download now? Please download. Do not open from the drive. Okay? Can you see the folder now?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, great. Please download it. Okay, right. Let's start with the fresh document. So we open a blank document. Everybody, can we open a blank document? Blank document. So we open a blank document now. Okay, so we have a blank document. First, we need to do some settings. So if you refer to the PC Word setting here, first we need to activate developer tab. And we want to activate the developer tab 1.1 and then 1.2, 1.3 is field shading. So we're going to do it in one shot. Okay. We also want to field shading numbering wise. So we're going to do that again. And then number 4, allow fields update before printing. And so this is a few window setting that we're going to do. And finally, random text generator. Some of you may have not yet, doesn't have that function. So we want to activate that so that we can generate the sentences correctly. Okay, one by one. So if you miss, please refer to this PC Word setting file inside your folder. Okay, so how to activate the developer tab? You go to file. Okay, go to file. Scroll down until you see this more function, more, and then go to option. Okay, go to options first and look for customize ribbon. Okay, customize ribbon. And then look for developer tab. Okay, customize ribbon. Then look at the right hand side here and tick this developer tab. Okay, so when you do that, hit OK now, then you see this. Okay, so you can see the developer tab now. Okay. Next, we want to activate the file. Go to more. Go to options. Then go for advanced. Go to advanced. Then you scroll down until you find the setting screen. Until you look at this show document content. Show document content. So make sure that you click fill shading here as always. Fill shading as always. Do not, let me show you. Do not tick this. Please make sure that you don't tick. Do not tick. Don't tick this show field codes. If you tick show field codes, instead of you see 1.1, you see a coding behind it. Figure 1.1, instead of you see 1.1, if you tick this show field codes, it will show the coding behind your 1.1. So do not tick the show field codes, but you only change this to always. You start with when selected, okay? You change that to always. So by using always, you're going to see all the time the 1.1. Okay, so that is another setting. I use this very different from Microsoft Word. I think I use a 365 as well. This is 365 as well. Okay, right. What else? Developer. Next is the other setting is go to more, go to options. Everything's follow the PC Word setting. Don't worry, you go to PC Word setting. You need to. I want to do this setting as well. Field shading, we have done that. Field shading. Now we want to allow fields update before printing. And we want to update before printing. Remember, I did change the chapter to chapter from chapter 2 to chapter 1. Is that it? And then I update everything. So this is where you want to set the word so that you can do that. Okay, so go to File, go to Options, and then go to Advanced. Go down until you see the print section button here. Okay, and you tick this. Allow fields containing track changes to update before printing. Allow fields containing track changes to update before printing. Tick this. If you tick that, it will allow you to do the updating of all the numbering using the print button. And when you hit that print button, it will show you the preview. So that means it updates all the numbering before you. Yeah. So right. Next is to again go to proofing. Proofing, and then go to autocorrect options. And then you replace text as you type. That also needs to be tick. Please tick this. Because later on you're going to use that random function x, y. Please tick that. Okay. So that's the only setting that you need to do before we can proceed. Okay. So this is a blank document. On the right hand side here, I think some of you may have not yet seen this. Okay. So how to activate that style paint is by using this button. Okay. Under the styles section here, there is a small button here. Okay, click that. Then you will see your styles. Okay.
Doctor,
Yeah.
can you repeat on proofing?
Okay, boleh, can. Go to File. Go to more options. You want to do the word option, isn't it? Word option. Go to proofing. Then autocorrect options. Then make sure that you tick this replace tag as you type. Okay, tick that. Okay, okay.
Excuse me, doctor.
All right. Yes.
In this proofing section, can you go again, please?
Okay.
Yeah, autocorrect option.
Okay.
Here, replace text as you type. In my computer, it's saved as formatted text. It's selected formatted text. Should I replace it in plain text?
Mm-hmm. Just tick that. What window version that you're using? Version?
All right.
Which version that you use?
It already selected formatted text.
All right. Okay. Okay. Just leave it at that. Huh? Just-
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now we want to activate. Okay. So if you want to activate the styles, so under the blank, I hope everybody in the blank document, blank document. So if you want to activate the style panes, there is a small button here. Click that. Then there will be a style. Probably first you see this is the name of the style, isn't it? This is the only style. If you want to show the preview, which means you want to look at the font size, the font numbering, the font color, please
没有吧？
click
这应该是
show preview.
要放它的模板里面来才行，要放进它的模板去。那等于说这还有一个很大的工作要做。你必须放到它的模板里面来，因为你的这个里面没有它的那些格式。你要选那个。
Somebody can mute. Can you mute your speaker, please?
你必须摸它的格式。
2%. So, okay, here. Who's that? Can you mute your mic, please? Thank you. Amina, please mute your. Okay, let's go back to here. Document. Right. So if you want to preview, to show preview the size, just click this show preview. Then you get to see the real, whether it's a blue color, red color, you can see the actual appearance of your styles. Okay. So if you want to dock, if you want to place this to the right hand side, you just double click. Okay. Double click here. Make sure that your cursor is on the styles, and then you double click. Guys, move. Right, you can. Distribute on the right hand side there. Okay, so you have styles on the right hand side here. And then if you want to look at the navigation pane on the left hand side, navigation pane, so you go to view, and there's a navigation pane. Activate that. Then you see on the right hand side, there's a navigation pane, the left hand side here. So we have yet to use a heading 1, heading 2, so that's why it's nothing there. So when you start to use the heading 1, heading 2, then you're going to see the structure of your document here. Okay, so style on the right, navigation on the left. Okay. Never mind. Right, next is to, I did mention that every document that you open, you actually have this normal.gotm, isn't it? Normal.gotm. So these styles actually come from the normal.gotm. So where is it? How to justify, how to make sure that this is from normal? You go to developer tab. So you have this developer tab now. So click developer tab, and you have this document template, right? So click document template, then you see this normal. Okay? Remember just now when I do that for the UITM thesis, instead of normal.gotm, the template is UITM template.gotx. So if you want to locate where is this file, there's an attach button here. Okay, I tick this, click this, there you are. this is the location of your normal.dotm. Look at that, normal.dotm. So it is actually placed under, if I right click this, right click normal.dotm, I want to see where is it. So I'm going to go to properties. There you are. So it is actually located at this user app data roaming Microsoft template. You put there is actually the file is under Microsoft and template folder. Okay, so for now just leave it, just to make sure that this is actually from the normal.dotm. So that's why I did mention that if you delete this, the next time you open a blank document, the new normal.dotm will appear here. Will appear here.
Doktor.
Doktor tekan apa tadi?
Document template.
Okay. Then?
Document template and then attach. There's an attach button here. Okay, there you are. This is the file. So if you want to locate that file, right click the normal.dotm, go to properties. So it will show you where is it. Where is it? Just to share with you on that normal.dotm. So remember, each time you open a document, and I believe your current thesis also, if you have a proposal, the behind it is a normal.dotm. You can change, you can check that later on, okay, with your thesis, with your proposal. Okay, so yes.
Satu soalan. Bila saya
Okay.
buka saya punya template tu, dia tak ada macam doktor punya dot biasa tu. Saya ada dua words. Yang pertama adalah normal, yang kedua adalah normal PRE. Macam normal dot titik DOTM tu saya punya tak ada.
What do you have? Normal?
Ada dua word. Yang pertama adalah normal, yang kedua normal PRE.
Do you see this?
Yang dot M tak ada.
Have you done this activate control panel ni? Tadi tu buat tak? Control panel buat tak? Tadi
buat doktor, buat.
Dia punya extension apa? What is the extension?
User app data roaming Microsoft.
You don't see this .dotm?
Tak ada.
File lain yang PRE tu?
PRE tu dia punya user app data roaming Microsoft template.
Okay, ada extension tak?
Tak ada pun doktor.
Itu dia tak display lagi tu. Dia tak display itu. Dia kat sini, You make sure that you go back to your control panel.
Okay.
Panel. Go to folder options. Folder options. Go to folder options. View. Do not. Jangan tick ni. Jangan tick. Check balik. Dua tu je kena. Yang ini tick, yang ini untick.
Hide extension. File types. Jangan tick.
No.
Hide extension for non-file types. Okay. Then tekan restore default itu. Ke okay terus?
Kan okay. Okay je.
Okay.
Pergi balik tadi.
Okay. So saya pergi balik.
Given template. Attach.
Attach. Okay, dah ada doktor dah. Alhamdulillah. Maksudnya control panel saya tadi setting tak betul lah. Alhamdulillah. Terima kasih doktor.
Right. So now you need to look at the okay. So now you have that. Okay, just to show you that, to make sure that you understand what is a normal.dotm, what is a customer template. So that is where you going to locate, and we're going to use this a lot. Document template. Okay. So now we use the default normal.dotm template that comes with the words. Okay, so let's look at the style. What is a style? What it's all about? So let's try to write chapter 1. Can you write chapter 1? Okay, and then chapter 1. Can you write that? And then apply heading 1. Straight away apply heading 1. So your cursor is there. You don't need to highlight, or you can highlight if you like. Yeah? And you apply the heading 1 there. What happens? Look at that. Now it changed to chapter 1. On the left hand side here, it appears as a chapter 1. And now you are actually you change that to heading 1, isn't it? Heading 1. Okay. Right. So that is 1. So heading 1 is the level 1. It's always heading 1 is for level 1. If you click level 2, for example, 1.1, I'm going to write 1.1, introduction, for example. Okay, can we write it? Chapter 1 and then introduction. Can you do that? If I click heading 2, then look at this. What happened is chapter 1, and then we have 1.1, introduction. It assigned with heading 2, then chapter 1, introduction as well.
Doktor, from chapter 1 to introduction tu, kita tekan enter ke?
Yeah, enter je. Ini belum lagi tak cerita lagi. We don't talk about the formatting, the actual term, just to get you to know what is the styles. Okay, just to show you what it's all about. Okay.
Excuse me, doctor. I don't have the whole tab of style. How can I add on the style main tab?
Okay, no worries. You click home. Okay, click home, and then there is one section known as the styles here.
This one I don't get it. I don't have. So how can I add to the word?
You don't have the styles?
Yes, don't have. Because I'm using 365.
Oh, I'm
not using Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
Is it different?
No, I don't think. I'm not familiar with the 365. So I think it's a total.
I tried to customize the ribbon, but I didn't find it.
Styles. Can you quickly Google where is the style for 365?
Okay.
I'm not familiar with that. It's just try to Google where is the style for 365.
Sorry, for your information, 365 is not include the style if you're going if you are using 365.
Okay,
you have to download you have to download the Microsoft Words.
Okay, so 365 doesn't have that style. Take note of that. So no worries. You just listen to just stay until the end of the workshop. Probably later on you have the video, and then you must download the Microsoft Word. I'm sure for students there is a version. I mean, your ITM provide a licensed version for you to download for Word, Microsoft Word. Okay, right? So no worries. 365 doesn't have that style. Okay, so now we have chapter 1, 1.1, and then can we go further to get the 1.1.1? So 1.1.1, the background, for example, just write the background here. I'm going to apply heading 3. So look at that. So heading 1.1, 1.1.1, background. So all are having this own style. And now if you look at the navigation pane, start to have your structure of your thesis now. Okay, let's try to move on. Next, okay, can you go to the next page, paragraph? Okay, and can you try to use formatting, clear formatting? No worries, just go to the any line. Okay, so now you type random. Exactly, follow my here, whatever I did here. So you have a equal button. You hit the equal button. Okay, so you have equal, and then
Doktor,
right
sebelum random tadi doktor buat apa?
Just enter je.
Sebelum okay.
Just enter. You can activate the paragraph marker if you like. So if I click paragraph marker, I can see this. So this is the when you hit the enter button. So when you hit the enter button, you do this. Okay. Anywhere. Okay. So now can you write the R-A-N-D? R-A-N-D. Random. You need to drag. If I drag to the right most, then it dock. You place on the right hand side and then left hand side there. Okay. So if I sorry, R-A-N-D, and then I'm going to generate 2 paragraphs, 3 sentences each. 2, 3. Can you do that? Random 2, 3. And if you hit the enter button, and there will be a random sentences generated there. Okay, do you see this? Okay. Video provides, mine is video provides. Probably you have a different sentences for your laptop. So for me, when I do 2, 3, so one, there will be a 2 paragraph, and there will be 3 sentences. 2 paragraphs, 3 sentences. 1 sentence, 2 sentences, and 3 sentences. We generate a random. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to show you the style as well. So we have used the heading 1, heading 2, and 3. Now we want to create our own style. And we want to create our own style. So how to do that? You go to the first button here. A plus. Click that. Then we'll show you. Okay. So what you need to have is style 4. The first one is style name 1. And leave it as a name 1. And then style type. What sort of a style that you're going to use? Is it a paragraph? Paragraph, which means the whole paragraph will be applied with this style. Okay, there is a few options. Paragraph, character. Character, which means within the sentences, you just want to, for example, you want to bold one particular words, or you want to italic that particular word. So that use the character. And then you can I've yet to use.
Doktor,
Yes.
saya punya paragraf dengan sentence tak keluar. Saya typing random 2, 3.
Come again. How is it?
My paragraph dengan sentence tak keluar after typing random 2 and 3. 2, 3.
Okay, so you just, when you hit your button, nothing happens, isn't it? When you hit the enter button, when you write R-A-N-D, and then you do 2, 3, and you hit the enter button, nothing happens, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so you need to check the proofing. So go back to your file, go back to file, go to options. Okay, go to options, look for proofing again. Proofing, go to autocorrect options. Make sure that under autocorrect, the replace type as you type must be tick. Check that. Check that.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you OK. Click OK. Click OK. Click OK. And then type again. You need to type again. And then hit the enter button. Okay.
Okay. Now okay already.
All right. Huh?
Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Okay. So for those who have problems with that, when you do the random RND, nothing happens. You check that proofing. Check the proofing. It has to be replace text. So that is you can look at that on the PC word setting here. PC word setting under.
Doktor, sorry. Doktor boleh tak tunjuk balik macam mana nak buat yang paragraph tadi tu?
Just right. Okay. Equal button. RAND. Just type this 2, 3. And then just hit the enter button. Then the new paragraph will appear. Okay. All right, great. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to add a new style. Please, you go there. There's a new style. Click this new style. I'm going to have a style 1, and I'm going to leave it as a paragraph. And then style based on, please, when you create a new style, do not leave it based on normal. Okay? Change that to no style. Style based, no style. Okay, so you have this, and no style. And then style following the paragraph, you can have a normal style again. So just choose the style at the setting. Style 1, paragraph, no style, normal. Style based on no style. So it doesn't depends on other style at all. It works independently. Okay? So your style here, it works independently. Because if you leave it as a, for example, if you want to follow heading 1, so sometimes it will follow the size. It doesn't change the size, for example, and then you can do different. But now you just create a style which is independent to others. Okay, so we're going to have style 1, paragraph, normal. Which is no style. This is back to normal. Okay, can you do the setting? And then change this to Arial. Okay, I want it to be 12 size. Full justification. Single spacing. Okay, single spacing. And then make sure that you tick this automatically update. And then you click OK. Okay, look at that. So now your paragraph number 1 will have a new style, style 1. The size is 12 points, and then it's an Arial. So that you have created one style, isn't it? One new style. So that is if you want to develop a template, so you have to do it. You have to create style 1, style 2, style 3 that follow the guideline, whatever the guideline. So if I want to assign the second paragraph to style 1 again, so I just simply move my cursor, put my cursor to the second paragraph, and then just click this style 1.
Doktor,
Yes.
Yang we type random 2, 3, dia akan terpakai the whole document
What do you mean terpakai?
Maksudnya kalau kita buat, okay, this document sekarang ni yang kita buat document 2, right?
Okay.
Okay, so we write random 2, 3. Means the whole document 2 ni akan jadi every
No.
2 paragraph.
No. The random 2, 3 mean it means that you want to generate sentences, 2 paragraph, 3 sentences each. Boleh faham tak? Kalau saya buat, saya buat random 3, 3. What do you get? Sorry. So what do you get? 3 paragraph,
3 sentences.
3 sentences each. Okay. Dia tak ada terpakai dah. So whenever you write this, after I entered, I have yet to hit the enter button. So if I hit the enter button, look at that. There is 3 paragraph and 3 sentences each, and it still generate the same sentences here. Video provides powerful, video provides powerful. The same paragraph, the same sentences. But if
Betul, kalau ikut format UiTM, so satu paragraph biasanya ada berapa sentence?
Oh, tak. Bukan saya nak, ini bukan cerita thesis lagi. No, this is general. This is only for the paragraph. It doesn't limit that.
Oh, right.
It doesn't relate to the thesis at all. This is to generate the random, because of the hands-on. I don't want you to copy paste from other texts. So I just
Sebab okay, Doktor, macam ni. For example, in one topic, okay, in one subtopic, of course, I do not know how many paragraph that I can write. Okay, for example,
do not talk about your thesis at all.
I know. This is my plan. This is about I'm planning my writing. So when at first I put like 5 paragraph. Each paragraph got 4 sentences, for example. But then after that, if it is insufficient, I have another another things to write. So can I change the random format?
Can you listen to me?
Okay.
I did mention just now, this doesn't relate to your thesis at all. What we are doing here is just, I want to generate a random sentences for the sake of formatting. Can you understand that? Tak ada kena-mengena pun.
Faham.
Saya cuma nak generate random ni je sebab I'm going to share with you what is the style.
Yes, understand that.
When it comes to your thesis, you are free to write any how many paragraphs, how many sentences a paragraph, but you make sure that you have the word counts comply to the guideline. That's all.
The question is, when I started formatting the random, okay, I start with 5 paragraph and then 3 sentences. Then after that, I found that I want to add on more sentence, more paragraph. I have to change the random style.
No.
Okay.
No. Itu you tak faham lagi ni. Kan saya sebut tadi, it doesn't relate to your thesis. Your thesis, you nak buat berapa paragraph pun tak apa. Faham tak? Can you get that?
Yes.
It's up to you. This is only for the purpose of the workshop. Only for this workshop. So that I don't, takkanlah saya dah tulis merapu je kat sini. Kan? Can you understand me? I can do that, but it's not proper, isn't it? Or I can copy and paste from others. I don't want to do that because sometimes if I copy from other document, sometimes it copies a different formatting, different styles. So I don't want to do that. So I just want to generate a fresh sentences, a random sentences ikut sukalah saya nak letak 4 to 3 ke, tak kisah. Right?
Maknanya setiap paragraf tu ialah kita dah set random, contoh lah tadi kan 2 3 kan. Tapi kalau saya nak tambah
Tak ada
apa
masalah.
tak ada kan, tak ada ni kan. Mana kita tak boleh masuk je lah tambah kan.
Tak perlu pun tulis random 2 3 4 tu.
Ya.
Perlu pun. You just write as usual.
Itu maksud saya. Okay, Doktor.
Okay. Itu
Alright.
saya kata yang relate. Okay. Background and then video paragraph. So now we have style 1 apply to your first paragraph here. And then I also use style 1 for paragraph number 2. Okay. So let's say we want to have a new style. Okay. We want to have a new style. So let's create another style here. Click that. And you will have a different, let's say, different color. So I want to make it as a red color. And then still paragraph. Again, change to no style. Then change that to normal. And now I want to have this double space. 1.5 or double space. Look at that. This is double space. Okay. And then it's a red color. And the type is Times New Roman. Okay. And click this automatically update. It is okay. While we are in this space, do you aware this? There is a new document based on this template. Maksudnya apa? Kalau you tick this, if you tick this, that means you want to have your new style here, the one that style number 2 here, to be put into your normal.dotm. Remember, we open this file and there is a normal.dotm behind it. So if you want to save the style 2 here into your normal.dotm, so you can tick this new document based on this type. But if you just want to use it for this particular document, do not tick. So that it will not interfere with your normal.dotm. Okay, so it creates the style only for this document. Okay, so but I want it, or this is need to be ticked all the time. Automatically update. Automatically update, and then click OK. So now I have now style number 2. So I can simply click that. Okay. Choose that. Okay, you can simply change that to one plus. Okay, so can you get that? So this is when you use the heading, there is a structure here, isn't it? When you create a new style, there is nothing appear here because that is not heading. It's not the heading, it's the body. Body text doesn't appear in your navigation pane. Right? Are you following me? Yeah. Now we have style. So this is just to show you what is style. And if you want to look at the file, the style that assigned to your each sentences here, then you use a view. Okay, go to view, and then you activate the draft pane. Go to view, and then there is a draft pane here. Click that. But before that, doesn't appear here. So can we do it together? We want to have one section here that lists the style applied to each line here. Okay, so we need to use the draft pane. Draft pane. So in order to activate that draft pane, you go to file, we do that together, file, go to options, and then you move, you go to advanced, you go down until you find style area pane width. Sekarang 0 cm, so you don't see the So you can put 2 cm if you like. Change that to 2 cm. Style aeroplane with draft and outline views, put as a 2 cm. Okay. Okay. Then you can import. This is a draft pane. Okay. What time is it? 12:16. Okay. We have another 50 minutes. 15:15 for the first part. And after Jumaat, then we're going to format the thesis. Let's start format. Now is the introduction. What is their style? And okay. So now we can see from the draft pane. When you activate the draft pane, from the view draft pane, and you set that advanced width, then you can see this. So you can see that. Here.
Doktor, can I ask?
Okay.
Doktor, saya punya 1.11 tu, background tu, dia punya jarak tu macam jauh sikit. Macam mana nak buat supaya jarak tu macam, space tu macam doktor punya dekat.
This is actually from the tab. And you can modify that. We go to Henry, modify, then you look for format and tabs.
Tabs, okay.
Okay.
Hari ni kita ada okey lah ni. Banyak juga yang datang ini.
Sorry. Cuba lagi. Probably you go to
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Go to paragraph.
Paragraph, okay.
Dia dekat sini. Heading 1. You go to you go for multi-level list. Multi-level list. Then there is a new multi-level list. Okay. Dekat heading.
Sorry, Doctor, we are hearing the background noise from other participants.
No, please. Can you mute your speaker, please? Mute your mic. Can we leave a letter yang tu? Boleh tak? 1.1. So, or you can drag this if you like. Ni sebab, sorry, dia dekat numbering ni. 5, 3, numbering. Dekat tab. Can we leave this? Siapa yang tanya tadi tu? I need to move forward. Okay, tak apa. Ini just to introduce you on the 1.1. So when you use a customized style later on, this is already set to you. Okay, so you have a proper 1.1 and 1.1.1 all this on your template. Okay.
Excuse me, Doctor. Sorry.
Yes.
I was just wondering why my 1.1 and 1.1.1 they don't appear at my navigation pane.
1.1.
Just chapter 1 je kat navigation tu. 1.1 tu tak ada.
Do you write the 1.1?
Ada. I've written the apa ni?
Uh-huh.
Dekat sini screen ni ada tapi dekat navigation pane tu.
Dia tak keluar 1.1.1 jadi.
Tak keluar.
Apa, can you leave it? Tak apa.
Okay, perhaps it's just me. Sorry.
Dia kadang-kadang dia kena tengok juga dia punya word.
Setting tu. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Right. So we have chapter, but you have this indent, isn't it? You have chapter 1, level 1. 1.1 is a level 2, level 3. So it always arranged in this, other indents. There is an indent between the level. Okay. So you can save this. Okay. So very much, this is where you, what is your style? Okay. So you can change the style here. And sometimes you have a different normal .dotm, isn't it? That is because sometimes accidentally, when you before this, you have created a new style, or accidentally you change. You have changed all the file inside here. For example, heading 1, you have a new. So it doesn't sometimes doesn't it's not, appear as what I did here. Okay. So if you want to have a fresh. If you want to have a fresh normal.dotm, you need to delete the normal.dotm file. Okay, so it will remove everything in your structure, and then you will create a fresh one. But I hope you don't do that, because your thesis now depends on the normal.dotm. The one that you're doing now for the past write up is always based on normal.dotm. Okay, so now we start to try to use the format UITM format. Okay, can we save this? Save this file. Save as the name test1. Let's say test1 dot. Go to save browse under the same template desktop. Okay, right. So now close this. Okay, let's have a new fresh document again. Blank document. Okay, so we want to have a blank document. We want to attach the template, UITM template, into this fresh document. Right? So let's open a new Word file. Word. Open a Word blank document. Microsoft 365. You need to use the Microsoft Word 365, not a 365 only. A blank document. Open a blank document. Right, there you are. Then activate the styles. Click this. You have the style on the right hand side here. Click this preview and show preview. If not, you only see the name of your style. If you click show preview, then you can see the actual appearance of your styles. Okay. As I mentioned again and again, this is based on the normal.dotm. So when I hit this developer tab button, developer, and click this document template, I'm going to see this normal, isn't it? So I hope everybody has clear the new document, the file, the template is normal.dotm. So now I'm going to replace this with the UITM. UITM. So how to do that? Again, go to normal, go to templates, document templates, click attach. Now look where is your UITM template. So I put in my desktop. This is my template. UITM thesis template version 8 b.utx. So click that. Okay, and then click open. Now the document template. That. Please also take this automatically update document style. Okay, tick that. please tick this. And then click OK. You now look at the style page. Nampak tak? Can you see this? Can you move the cursor? Move here up to the top. Then there is a copyright MZJ Jafar, MZ Jafar here. Can you see this copyright MZ Jafar? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Every time you do that, you need to check one thing. After you attach the UITM template into your document here, let's say this is your thesis before or your proposal, right? Your proposal. So you want to start with your proposal and you want to attach the UITM style into your proposal. So you do that document template and then you attach that. So this is a procedure for you to replace the normal.uitm with the UITM template. And of course, you will see that your thesis now will be having a different font size, different size, indentation, okay? And you have to start from once a first sentence up to the final last sentence. You have to go one by one again. It's not as easy as attach and everything will be done to you. No. So it will replace the normal.atm and then you start to use the style from that to format your proposal, your thesis. You understand? Because sometimes your existing thesis doesn't have the same style as you have this in your ITM, isn't it? Okay. So in this hands-on, we want to use we start with a blank document. We start with attaching. We attach the UITM template into that to replace the normal.utm. We remove normal.utm, replace the UITM. So when you look into the style pane, this is what happens. You have a copyright on top, and then the next that you need to check, remember, check this. Okay, check this. Check. You go to chapter 1, scroll down, look for chapter 1. There you are. Make sure that beside chapter 1, there is a heading 1, there is a word of chapter 1 appear here. Anybody doesn't have that chapter 1 in front of your heading 1 style? Ada tak? After you attach, is there anyone doesn't have that chapter 1 beside your heading 1? Why it can be applied on my word? Mohammad Dwi. Why? Open a new document. Doctor, I have. If you open a new document, it is automatically been set up like this, or we need to set up all over again. And heading 1. Thanks. Good. Okay, how to attach your item? Output word, click the start pane, click show preview, developer, document template, attach, look the file where you have saved your tick, open the template. You don't have chapter 1, doctor. Okay, Nick Azina, you don't have chapter 1, but you have this heading 1, isn't it? Nick Azlina?
Yes, doctor, I only have heading 1.
Okay, so how to treat that? You have to do it twice. Okay, you have to do it twice. That is actually on the slide. If you refer to the slide, there is a slide. But I'm going to show you straight away. So what you can do is, for those who don't have this chapter 1 beside your heading 1, what you can do is, okay, you go back to your developer tab. There's a document, click document again. Now you just write normal. Just write normal here. Okay, you just write normal and then you hit the OK button. Write normal, click OK, and then it will somehow reset something. It will do something. You will do something here, and then you go back to the document template. You do attach again. Okay? Find the UITM. I put it under desktop, UITM template, and click OK. Open. Automatically update, please. Tick this. And then click OK. Right. And try to look okay. You still have that.
Okay, it works, doctor. Thank you.
Right, great.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yes.
As I attach the UITM style, my paragraph becomes aligned left. Is there anything wrong?
Do you open a new document?
Yeah, yes. Actually, I integrate my own draft, then I attach.
No. Please follow my steps. I mean, follow
already. But that one also I follow.
Yes. Then you understand all this. Style. I mean, you have a lot to cover. This you cannot open your thesis and start to apply because it's going to be different. I mean, handling.
Oh, I see. So
Now
for the you show on the screen, I follow and it match.
For this head-on, just follow what it is. So start with a blank document. Okay, blank document, and then you have to do one by one.
Okay, thank you.
We just want to, I mean, you go back to my objective. The objective is at the end, you know how to use the template. Okay, so later on, once you know the whole in the whole, then you will understand more, and then you start to format your thesis line by line again. Remember, line by line again. So that's why when you start to have your thesis and then you just attach your the UITM, don't expect that everything will be nice exactly as the template is. Okay, no, you have to do it again. If it's a left align, you have to reset and apply the style, body style one by one again. Okay, so again, so for those who doesn't have that chapter 1, you need to do it twice. You reset with the normal and then you attach again. So now you have chapter 1 there. So this is from. I don't have chapter 1. It shows this. What does it say? I can't see it. Word. Okay, Word can open this document template. Word can open. Can you try again? Use the template, attach. Not sure why is that. Done, doctor. All right, great. Let's move on. Okay, so now we start with the chapter 1. So we want to have a chapter 1. Okay, let's say. So this file is only dedicated for chapter 1. So again, remember, we're going to do chapter 1, one file, chapter 2, one file, and then we are going to integrate or merge chapter 1, chapter 2 into the thesis later on. Okay, so to apply the chapter 1, you don't have to write at all chapter 1. Tak perlu pun. You don't have to write chapter 1 at all. What you need to write is the introduction. So for example, my first chapter is on the introduction. So you just write introduction, okay, and then you apply chapter 1. You don't have to worry on the cursor, but it's best to click on the front of the introduction. Okay, so cursor should be in the front end of the introduction, and then you click this chapter 1. Click that. Okay, you have chapter 1 and introduction, isn't it?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay. Don't worry about the size there. Okay. Now, remember, you need to use the shift enter here. Okay. Shift enter. Remember, you want to have this shift enter so that your eyes sees this as a 2 line. Okay. In the thesis, you see it's a 2 line, but Word recognizes as a 1 line. So Word will recognize as chapter 1 introduction. So when you call it for your TOC, you are going to have chapter 1 introduction in your table of contents. Okay, so you have chapter 1. So make sure your cursor is before the introduction and you hit shift enter button. Shift enter button. So you're going to get that. Okay. Okay, don't worry. I need to look back at this because it's not centralized. I mean, it's not centered, isn't it? The problem with that. Okay. Apa? We move on. Nanti saya betulkan balik. Template. I need to look into the template again. So please, after this, you need to download from the Thesis. Do not use this template that I've shared with you. I did not notice this. Okay, chapter 1, there is a slight problem here, but don't worry. But the thing is, chapter 1, so once you have chapter 1, and then you need to use the shift enter. So when you hit the shift enter, instead of paragraph mark here, it play as a shift enter here. So I think we have go beyond 12:30. So we have a Friday salat here. So we're going to stop here, right? And going to continue again 2 o'clock, isn't it? Is that okay, 2 o'clock?
Yeah, Doctor.
2 o'clock, we try to start at 2 o'clock or 2:15 for the guys to come back from the Salat Jumaat from Friday Salat, and then we continue and to look into the template again. Okay, so we see again at 2 o'clock, inshallah.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Salam. Thank you, Doctor.
Right.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. So